Mauro Couto with the shot.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar Donetsk, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. One in the Premier League, we're going up against Shakhtar Donetsk. We've played against them a few times already on the channel, but this time it's in the Premier League, the Ukrainian Premier League, not in a Conference League game or Europa League game or wherever we've played them. And then after that, we go and make our debut on the channel in the Champions League against Vitoria, and we've played against them before as well, so it's a pretty crazy day what we've got in store today. We played one game already. We won it against Stuttgart, 1-0 win away from home. Wasn't deserved, but who came in and got the winning goal? Mr. Mauro Couto. He got a Champions League goal. Can you believe that? He has scored the winning goal in a Champions League game. We didn't deserve the win. A draw was probably a fair result, but I guess we just have to take it and run with it. We pick up 3 points. Tromsø also got a point in their game, drawing against AC Milan, which is a very respectable result. But yeah, that's a big 3 points in the bid to trying to qualify for the next round of the Champions League here. And also we've got an away game against Shakhtar Donetsk, who currently sit in third place. If we get that result, we would start to solidify ourselves in the top two spots. The Dnipro team who beat us, who've inflicted our only loss all year, they're in first place for a reason, because they beat us for that. They've been very good, 6 out of 6, and they'll have another game. That's why we're not at the top at the moment. It's not on goal difference, it's on head-to-head when tied, which is fair enough. I guess it's reasonable. But yeah, we've got a chance to go and get ourselves in those top two spots, and then we can build on that in the rest of the season. But we've got to focus on both, just still settling in. Let's go and play this first game of the day against Shakhtar Donetsk. So the team for this game against the Rock starts with Levitsky in goal. Antonov Rodolfo, new signing, we've brought him in, one of the Brazilian players, 10 points, 11 million rounded up, an amazing centre-back, 194, 19 years of age, lots of potential. He comes in at centre-back alongside Azevedo and Polishchuk. Aaron, Endor and Sadakov in the midfield. We've got Popov on the left, Couto on the right, and Shevchenko up top. Kick-off here in this game against the Rock. It's been an interesting start to life here in Shakhtar. Just the one loss in 9 games now, but that loss has had a bit of an impact on us, because conceding 4 goals, I don't know the last time this team did that in the league. It was a bit disappointing, but I think we're playing okay. Just need to still settle in this new tactic, get a feel with all the new players. We've got a lot of depth, which we always inherit, but then always reduce down. I think we need a full season, and then we start to really grasp the job that we have here. The title for this video, I'm fairly certain, is going to be like 1,000 to 1 outsiders, because that is what we've been tipped as in the Champions League, which is reasonable. I mean, our Stuttgart game was not the most impressive away from home, but at least we picked up 3 points. But I think we're playing okay. There's still stuff to be worked on, but it's not going to come together straight away. And for now, I guess it's not too bad despite that loss. Despite we've conceded quite a few goals, I think it's been okay so far. And then we go into January, make some transfers wherever we can, because the scouting reports, we don't have any pretty much. Mauro Couto's through here. He's got space to run into. He squares. He finds Shevchenko, who might have just been offside, but it's saved anyway by the Ruck goalkeeper. I mean, we're playing against the third place team. We're doing very well in the early moments, making chances as Polishchuk finds Shevchenko. 1-0 here, but I think he might have just strayed offside there in the build-up. If not, Shevchenko has got another goal for himself. He's come in place of the injured, what's his name now? We need to still get used to the names. He's come in place of the injured, Kuzminuk, there, as you can see. So that's why he's gone in striker today. We're still training him on that right-sided position, but he's learning, he's getting there, and I think it will benefit him in the rest of this season when he develops. Sidaikov is trying to win his header. There's a hand in there, and Sidaikov, it's not Sidaikov, it's Shevchenko actually now. I've done the penalties. He will have the chance to make it 1-0. I mean, he's probably not our best taker, but I thought I'd put him on him because we want him to be the top goal scorer if we can, so we might as well go and do it. It is going to be Shevchenko who steps up and takes this penalty to make it 1-0 here in the Arena Lviv. Shevchenko steps up, he puts it into the top left corner, and that is 1-0 here against the Rock. Not the first time we've said that. When we've played against them, when did we play them? We played them in a quarter-final or a not semi-final, round of 16. Different times. We played them twice when we were in Tromsø. I think a league phase game we played them. So we've been here a few times now, but this time it's for a completely different reason and cause. And hopefully we can come away with what would be a big result against the third place team away from home. It would be good for the head-to-head record as well. But they have themselves a chance here. It's a ball over the top, defending required. It's not offside. Luckily, Levitsky makes a save, or it might have just gone wide on its own. That's what it looks like to have been. Dnipro are not playing any of their games for some reason. I don't know why. They've got Europa League action, Conference League action, something, I don't know. Mauro Couto with the shot, and Mauro Couto has scored for Shakhtar Donetsk. Can you believe it? He has done it on these 2 games in a row now. The fans were giving him so much criticism. They said they couldn't do it. They said he couldn't do it here. Well, guess what? He's gonna put it in their faces, all the criticism. Mauro Couto, big game player. He's come to Shakhtar. He's not gone to Saudi like Dahl, like Pereira. He's come here because he knows he can create those moments like that 2-0 here against the Rock, but they find themselves through on goal, and the shot goes in, and that is 2-1. And this is where we become a bit vulnerable. You know, Rodolfo has come in, but he's not been too good at centre back so far, along with as Azevedo. Yeah, he's been they've been pairing each other. But they've not been too convincing really, but they've got a lot of potential. Azevedo was here when I came, and then obviously Rodolfo was brought in. They've got a lot of potential, but if they're pairing each other well, it's not been confirmed just yet. Rodolfo gets that clear. That's what we want in there. His height, I like the centre backs to have quite a lot of height, and he's done his job there, but we need to go on and put a bit of press. We are playing the pressing tactic, obviously. Whether or not that's the reason we conceded goals, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Levitsky finds himself on the ball. He goes to Rodolfo. Now Rodolfo is a ball playing defender. He can find the passes. He plays one out there. It falls to Antonov now. Into Popov down this left side. Infield he goes to Sidaikov. This is a lovely move from up. Sidaikov finds Shevchenko. Shevchenko releases the shot. 3-1 here against the Rock, and that is surely a huge 3 points picked up for us in the bid to try and win the league title here. If we win the league title, that would be our second trophy already. We won how many? 3, 4, we won 5 trophies in Tromsø, 1 in KA and 1 in Santa Clara. So 7 trophies plus 1 here, 8 trophies. Oh, there's been a goal. Oh, wow. I don't know what's just happened there. Nothing. Is there a foul or something? I don't even know. Nothing came up, and it's 3-2 here. But yeah, 7 trophies plus the 1 for the Super Cup here. 8 trophies. Not bad so far. We've done all right, but we would like to win a few more and eventually get our hands on the Champions League. I mean, we've come off the back of a very long time in Tromsø, and now we have to come to what I said would be the toughest job, arguably ahead of. I don't think it was tougher than the KA job, but I thought it would be tougher. I thought it would be the second toughest thing to do, winning the Champions League. We spent a week in KA, which was interesting, I guess. Here to win the Champions League, I don't know how long. It's going to be extremely tough with some of the teams we have to come up against. You know, these big giants of Europe. How we build a team to do that is going to take a long while, as we've seen with Tromsø. But we got there in the end, and that's the thing. We have to use that. Mindset to go and do it again, and use that knowledge and expertise and Mauro Couto to to go and get there and finally achieve that goal. That is winning the Champions League as part of the Corners of Europe journey. We've done 3 of the big goals, and we've won 1 of the 3 European trophies. But now we need to go off and take the rest. And we're doing good so far. We need to win the league to get that Champions League spot. We don't actually. We have to come second, but we would like to win the league anyway. And it looks like we're on course to do so if we continue to play like this. And whenever Dnipro start to drop some points as 80 minutes goes in this game, we lead 3-1, and overall it's been a very convincing display. We're going to give some minutes to Marcos Roberto here. We've not seen anything from him, but he's not midfielder, striker who's come on and he's been here. They signed him for a lot of money, so we'll give him some minutes, and we'll give some minutes to Pivovarov, who's another midfielder in their Ukrainian international. Give some of these boys minutes and see how they do going into the final few moments. But yeah, this is a big win for us. We go 4 clear of Ruck, and we just need to wait on Dnipro to drop some points. As added time goes here, the full-time whistle is going to go, and now it's over to the Champions League. So the team for this game against Vitoria, no changes from last time out, starts with Levitsky in goal. We got a backline of Antonov, Rodolfo, Azevedo and Polishchuk in the back. We've got Auren, Nador and Sadikov in the middle, Popov on the left, Kuto on the right and Shevchenko up top. Kick off here in our game against Vitoria. There's the famous anthem. We're coming here. I think we can get 3 points if we play. We have been. I mean, a positive mentality. You know, I felt like when we had the tiki-taka mentality at Tromsø, we got quite used to it. Here, I feel a bit, you know, kind of vulnerable, not knowing what to do with the tactic really, if it's too adapted. Bit more kind of defensive roles, but we're playing a positive mentality. I mean, the mentality, I speak about it so much, but I guess it's not really that important. It literally basically just influences how you pass the ball when you win it, or how you defend and stuff like that. And with a positive mentality, it literally just means pass the ball forward when you have it. And I would think teams would do that anyway. I mean, I get why not. Some teams don't because they want to play possession football and that. But I think, you know, a bit fast play, especially when we've got Shevchenko up front, who's, you know, one of the fastest players probably in this competition, to be honest. They must have something about making players fast here, as we've seen with Mudryk. We need to exploit that and use that. And, you know, we've got Mauro Couto, however fast he is. We usually see him cutting in and stuff like that. But I don't know, we'll have to see, get used to it. That's why I say I think we need this season just to get a feel of the league, the balance of you know, games between Champions League and the league, the depth, where we need to improve. It's just how it is, and this is what makes it a long process times like this. But we have to embrace it because that is what will eventually take us to that glory, as we've seen with Tromsø. What a time it was at that club. But yeah, in this game here, we've been pretty wasteful, as you've seen, and now Vitoria find themselves on the ball down this left side, square ball in, and luckily it's just over the bar there. We need to make the most of the fact they're missing their chances. Where Tromsø, Dnipro visiting them actually, which is an interesting one. Hopefully they can pick up a result and make Dnipro get a little bit of lost morale, and then also they pick up some points for themselves, which they should do really with the team they have. I mean, it's a pretty different team now, but with some of the players they have, they should be able to get a result as we find ourselves on the ball in the defence. It was Zevzdo who finds himself on the ball again here. I need to get used to saying the names. Azevedo finds himself on the ball. It's into Rodolfo, into Antonov, but it's wasteful once again. Poor pass from him. Should have good passing on him for a ball-playing defender, but it's wasteful. We need to stop the square ball. It does go in. The shot finally goes in, and that is arguably a deserved goal for Vitoria here in this game. 2 away games. It's been brutal. This is a far travel for us to go to Porto, if I'm not mistaken. But we've not been putting in the display that we should for the away fans that are travelling. We need to build that connection, don't we? You know, we're always checking how many fans we took. I assume we take a lot more. You can see that corner stand there. There is quite a few more. We need to be better. Substitutes in the second half probably, because some of these boys are looking very, very tired. That's due to me playing the fixed 11 always, as I do. Wherever I go, it's a non-negotiable pretty much. I'll probably start rotating when I get a feel. We don't have the best depth. That's probably why I don't, as they find themselves through again, and that is 2-0 here to Vitoria, and we have a lot of work to do here in this game if we want to come away with a point. That's probably what we're looking for. I mean, you know, the threshold for the playoff, I wouldn't expect us to get the automatic spots, even though we did a lot of Tromso. It's a different thing. We need to stop with Tromso, get rid of the detachment now. Playoffs is where we're looking. We're looking for a round of 16, so we're looking for a playoffs, then just win our playoff. You know, the threshold, what is it, about, I don't know, 7 points, 8 points we're probably looking at. So if we can do that, then we should be good to go. 3 points in after 2 games. If we keep at this rate, 12 points, not too bad, but we need to be a little bit better here. It's poor, and we're going to have tougher games coming up in the future as that header goes in, and it's 3-0 here against the Conference League champions from a few years ago now, the season where they beat Tromso, not us. I was going to say us, and yeah, it's going to be a case of just holding out now for a bit of a credible result, because it's not been good from us at all here in this game. We're going to make some changes, bring on Jackson into the midfield. On the left side, there is Sarkov on, and we'll stick with that. No, I want to give some more minutes to Shevchenko. We'll bring off Mauro Couto and bring on Roberto up in at strikers. So 4 changes there for us. Yeah, it's not been the best result, but slow steps, I guess. It's just because we spent so long in Tromso, we have to get used to going through a whole of the process. But never said it was going to be easy, and we have to get used to that. Maybe next year we'll do something a bit easier. But this is what the process is all about, and eventually it will reward us, and it'll be so good. How it felt in Tromso when we won after all that time, that Ben Gleeson goal, it was amazing, and we need to go through that process again. But what an achievement it will be when we complete that final goal of winning the Champions League before we go and do it again when we go to Las Palmas. But it looks a little bit easier in comparison to this. When we have to play only the Europa League, and we'll probably have maybe a little bit less than what we have here, but it's similar. La Liga, big reputation league, so we'll have to see really how it goes. But our focus now is here in Shakhtar, and it's been a fun time so far. I've really enjoyed managing. You know, getting lots of wins has been good, but this is going to be our second loss in our time here. Maybe we can get a few goals to go along with it. It's a ball into the middle. Shevchenko is the one delivering it, which is interesting. With all his height, they've not put him in the middle. He's got a lot of presence, hasn't he, to be fair? Like Shevchenko himself. Jackson with the shot. He's only put it over the bar, not able to convert on that occasion. 15 minutes left in this game. It's not been the display that we want, but we have to reflect on this and see the mistakes, look in the tactics, look at where the positions need to improve. I mean, you know, by the time we win the Champions League, this team, none of them will be here. Probably Mauro Couto is the only one who will stay. But maybe none of them will be here, because this team changes so much. You think these original players are good, but when you reflect on any other club we've had a build, a lot of the players leave. Much to do here in Shakhtar. It's a 3-0 loss in the first Champions League game of the Corners of Europe Challenge. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.